Hey everyone, welcome to Exit and Emergency Episode 7. I'm ExitSign250, and in this video, I'm going to try to focus on direct view LED exit signs. Just a side note, you may be noticing these Christmas lights I have hanging around my room. When I'm filming this, it's actually December, which is Christmas time, so I try to keep it a yearly tradition by hanging these lights, and I guess if it's not Christmas when you're watching this, just try to ignore them. So let's get started by asking the question, what is a direct view LED exit sign? Well, that just means how the sign itself is illuminated. So you can see here there are individual LEDs lighting up the letters here. And with traditional exit signs, there is just an LED strip at the bottom, sometimes the side, and if it's older, there are incandescent bulbs. And then over it is either a red or green plastic diffuser, and then a faceplate that spells out exit. Like I said, that's the standard way, and this is a different technology. So a company called Gilbert invented this. They called it Direct View LED. It kind of makes the sign brighter, and it definitely gives it a unique look. Now these signs may not be they wouldn't be common since they can be a bit more pricey, but buildings that really want to give detail to stuff may find these signs interesting and want to use them. So again, a company called Gilbert originally made this, and there's been a few companies that have tried it out, but they haven't been as popular as Gilbert. So this is Gilbert's current design. I'm really not sure what their model is because this one is actually rebranded by Hubble, and they call it the 3V652, which is kind of a strange model. But they just simply rebranded it, and all that means is they slap their brand and their model on it, but Gilbert manufactures it. This one was made in 2003. Nowadays, Hubble no longer produces exit signs. They actually put it on their Dual-Lite brand, so Dual-Lite rebrands them from Gilbert, and they call it their Freedom LED series. Moving with some details on the sign, on the side of it you can see there's a button and two LED lights. The button is a test button. When I press it, it will disconnect AC power, which tests the unit for battery backup. The green light means it has AC power, and the red light means it's charging. When it's dim like that, it's trickle charging, and when it's bright, that means it's on full charge or high charge. Gilbert put a unique feature in these exit signs, and when the power goes out, you can see they flash. Now this can be a good way to get your attention in a possible emergency or power outage situation where you need to find the way out of the building. I think that's a pretty smart idea, and not all exit signs today offer them. However, some companies will allow you to use that feature in their signs. Another neat thing with this unit is when it flashes like that, it will last 8 hours in a power outage, which is impressive because most signs today can't even come near to that. And if you don't like it to flash, you can have it just stay on like this, and if that's the case, it'll last 4 hours, which still, that's a big improvement from today's standard signs. From that exit sign, we move to another sign, and that is this one, another direct view LED. And yes, this is also made by Gilbert. This was their original exit sign model when they first started. This is the sign they used. It's a bit smaller than that exit sign, and it does look a bit different. First of all, you can see there is a red exit lettering border around the LEDs, unlike that sign, which is just the LEDs. And you can also see there are arrows lit up. Those are just arrows you pop out, but this one has lighted arrows. So on the inside, there's some dip switches. If you flip, depending on how you flip them, you can have one on, the other on, both on, or none on. So I have it the right arrow lit up. Has the same setup with the test button AC light and the same functions. As well, when it's in emergency mode, it flashes too. And it does flash a little fast though, and I think they really perfected it with their later sign. To my knowledge, no one rebranded their early sign, only Gilbert produced it. And the model is EX1-LED. I also believe I'm the only one on YouTube that owns this exit sign, so pretty neat. Moving to the other side of my room, we have an emergency light, the only emergency light in my room for this episode. This is Lithonia's newest product as of this video being produced, and by newest product, it's their newest emergency light. This is the ELM2L, a very compact emergency light. It's about the size of my hand, fully LED, and it's pretty bright. Not the brightest thing in the world, but definitely not the dimmest. It also has simple self-diagnostics. The LED light is green when it's charging and ready, and the red one comes on if the battery is disconnected. I wish Lithonia would make it so the red light would come on if the battery needs service or replacement instead of it just being disconnected, because usually that only happens with lazy installers or people that are forgetful or they don't read the directions. A lot of exit lighting enthusiasts say this is Lithonia's take on the Dual-Lite EV emergency light. You can see both of them are really compact. They both have small heads too. It's definitely not as bright as the Dual-Lite EV, but I think it definitely has the looks of it, and this may be one of my favorite modern emergency lights too. Also, I didn't just get one, I got two. This is another unit I got. I was able to buy these both brand new for $20, which isn't bad at all. So here's the back of it with the mounting bracket and the front. We are now in emergency mode. You can see the Hubble sign, or Gilbert, flashing away. Definitely would grab people's attention. And the older Gilbert is definitely flashing away right here. Very fast. I'm glad they slowed it down in their later model. There you go. And then the ELM2L is on. Kind of hard because I only had one emergency light in this room, so I couldn't get precise adjustments, but still pretty good. It lights up well for not being adjusted back here, and if we walk over here, still bright. I see this sign telling me to go this way, and this sign telling me to go out the door. That's about it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. Do you like direct view LED, or do you like standard signs? Well, that'll do it, and I guess I'll see you guys in another video.